So this episode is more for perhaps women in business, women who in business use social media or do their own marketing or write content in particular, or anyone that can actually relate to what I'm about to say. So lately I've noticed something and I've been wondering if other people have. So let me know on Instagram or in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube if you can relate as well. But I've just noticed that the more and more of what I'm seeing and what I'm reading online feels like it all sounds the same. And I've caught myself reading things and thinking that looks like it's written by AI or ChatGPT. And before I go on with this episode, I want to clarify it's not a rant about AI itself. It's not about one person's content or anything. It's just a general observation of what I'm seeing and of what I know. I'm assuming, because I'm more than aware that this might just be my confirmation bias talking, that bias we all have as humans where we tend to see or notice the things that we believe to be true. So our brains sort of look out for what we're already thinking or feeling and take in the information that confirms it. When I'm scrolling and I see content that feels AI generated, I know it's not a fact. I know what I think is AI isn't always AI. And yet, because I notice myself making that assumption about other people's content, I then find myself worrying that people might make the same assumption about mine. That they'll see something maybe I've poured my heart into and think, she didn't write that. So as I say, I'm not here to shame anyone who does use AI. I'd be a massive hypocrite if I was, because I use it. It's been a brilliant tool for me. I use it to check out all the really common frequent typos and errors that I make in my writing and in my text, which you may or may not have spotted on Instagram. I use it to untangle like the messy thoughts and make sense of all the ideas I have all the time, and to brain dump everything that's going on in here in my head and help like spot certain threads or things that actually matter to me in what I'm already have in my mind. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well. You probably get what I mean. And in the early days, when I wasn't sure how best to say certain things in a way that felt both honest and helpful and was adapted for social media, or if I didn't know how best to simplify the complexity of the concepts I talk about, it really did help me find my voice and my way with that. And I'm just still feeling a bit tired of it all, a bit tired of the sameness that we're taking in. And again, I'm aware, confirmation bias. It probably feels more frequent than it is. But just that same rhythm I'm seeing, that same structure, the same stripped back one-liners and rhetorical questions, that scroll-friendly format. And annoyingly, I'm really conflicted with this because I do get it. Why? That format's used, why the structure's used as it is, AI or not. It makes the writing clearer and easier to read. It helps the readers digest what's being said and create space for the reader to feel what's said. It's how you're taught, like in marketing and stuff, to break things down best. So no wonder AI uses that. And no wonder that we use it when we're not using AI. And yet I still worry that within that sameness, the importance of what needs to be said and read, the depth of our messages that we might want to convey to the people we want to say it to, it's sort of getting lost within it. When we get used to seeing things wrapped in that same style over and over again, the things that did stand out no longer stand out. The format perhaps has less impact and content might start to blend in more and blur more into each other. And I've noticed recently I've been more concerned for my own message, the one I feel passionate about sharing, the one I care about deeply and want to shout about so those that need to can hear it. I don't want that message to be muted by the way it's formatted. And I'm concerned that the meaning behind my own message will no longer be felt and make a difference like it used to. And I'm also noticing that I've been wondering, when I write from the heart, when I write poetry, or when I write directly to the women who were once little girls made to feel they were too much and not quite enough, does my message still say enough? Does it still feel enough to them when they read it? Does it look like it was generated? Will people assume it's not really me, that I'm not authentic? And then, just to complicate it, as always, I might question and second guess myself, getting confused with all this overthinking. Like, does it still feel like me? And it's because it matters to me. It really matters. I don't want to lose the rawness, the humanness, the quirks, and the clunky in-betweeners that make us recognisable to one another and from each other. The grammatical errors, perhaps, the little individuality within what we write. I love writing that feels like spoken word, that plays with pauses and has rhythm and might not be perfect but makes felt sense. It's important, but I don't want to sound like a formula, even if that formula works, and even if that's what feels like me, I suppose. And maybe I'm just saying this out loud to see if anyone else feels the same. Or maybe it's a reminder to myself that it's okay to overthink still, to wonder about things. It's okay to shift and grow and to reflect and to outgrow old ways, or to contradict yourself, to say, this worked for me once and I want something different now, or I need to find a different style of voice. Or it's okay to stick with what I know feels like me, regardless of it now feeling like a formula that's overused. And that's what being human is, isn't it? That's what being authentic is. It's messy, it's honest, it's voice finding, voice losing, voice redefining. It's all that over and over again. And that's a sign as well of being so connected with ourselves in a way that it matters what we need, what we want in terms of the messages we might want to carry in business or outside of business, just in life. It all matters when we're connected to it. And I shared this on my story recently, and if you're out there fed up with the sameness, trying to say something real and worrying it won't land the way you meant it to, I'm with you. And I just wanted to say that I'm still figuring it out too. Let me know your thoughts, as always, on Instagram, Charlotte_Bailey_therapies, or if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to comment and let me know. Until next time, I'll see you soon.